to the Recovery Daily podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Abbasi. I am a grateful recovering alcoholic and stroke survivor. That's a lot. That's a lot. If you didn't know, it's a lot. And I've got to have a program that is adaptable, customizable in order for me to live day to day and continue to be happy, you know? And today I wanted to talk through that again. I want to talk through how I've been able to adapt the principles of my sobriety program to my stroke recovery. And you don't have to have had a stroke to have this apply to you. It's really about taking something that is happening in your life, and every week it's something different. Take that thing that's happening in your life, and try to fit it into your program. Don't fit your, let's see, don't fit your program into your life. Fit your life into the program. Yeah. So, listening to the solution as I hear it, as it applies to my reality, is what I do in my meetings, in my sobriety meetings, my stroke recovery meetings, my vestibular recovery meetings. I listen to other people express the solution in their life. And I'm not just listening to their words, but I'm really applying what I hear and the principles that I hear to my life and my disease and all of my affairs. There's a lot of stuff going on in all of our lives. I've got two young adults, and although they're out of the house and I'm not, waking them up for school and all that stuff, as they get older, there's different things we worry about. And I need to continue this self-talk as it applies to just dealing with my own issues, but also reassuring myself that my higher power or my concept of God, these principles that I'm learning, it applies to how I raise my kids, how I handle having a disability and living day to day with a disability. So in my sobriety, there's there's a lot of jargon that we hear in the program. When I first got into the program, I heard all those little phrases like keep it simple, think, let go, let God. Like there's a million of them. And I didn't know I heard them and they sound pretty simple, but they were not as full of meaning as they are now in my life. And that's because as I heard them over and over, and I was living sober, I was able to start understanding, oh, that's what that means to me today. And then the next time I heard it, like keep it simple, I hear it when I'm going through something else in my life, and I'm like, oh, that's what that means to me today on this day. So I try to not let the jargon of the program be as shallow as it was when I first heard it. I really try to listen to that kind of stuff and think about what it can mean for me. And now in stroke recovery, I think, again, from a new perspective, what this kind of these phrases and stuff mean to me and what the important principles are behind them. Over time, I began to rephrase these principles to fit into my life. And the reason why this topic came up for me today is because in my morning meeting, we were reading from Spiritual Awakenings, and it was a story about a guy who does not believe in God and was talking about how he rephrases the program to fit into his belief system, and it works for him. And I thought, that's really what I was doing in the beginning, but I really wanted to believe in God. I wanted to create some sort of relationship with a higher power. I felt like I needed that. It's something I always wanted in my life. And so I've continuously been trying to do it, and it works for me. I like it. It makes me happy. I'm comfortable. I feel like I'm not alone, and I need that in my life. But as I've been navigating through stroke recovery, it shifts again. My understanding of all of these things shifts again. Like, how do I not feel alone in my life? Well, I still have my higher power and my concept of God and all of that from my sobriety program. But there is a piece to my higher power, which is everything outside of myself. And that applies to my network of sober folks. And that same concept applies in my stroke recovery as well. There is a whole network of survivors that help me to not feel alone in this struggle as well. And it's not always a struggle, but I don't know, the past couple days I've been feeling a little tired. Um, not sure if it's because I feel physically tired because I may have gotten a bug. I thought it was just a allergy, but I think I may have gotten a tiny itty bitty little bug. And I talked the other day about how all of it's related. I can feel it. When I physically don't feel well, I'm mentally not feeling so great. Spiritually, like I really have to kick it up a notch in order to keep pressing forward. So I realized that my sobriety program isn't about just not drinking. It's about living. And it's a program for living, not just staying sober, not picking up a drink, but for managing my life's challenges. And thank goodness that is my perspective on it, because my stroke recovery automatically fit into that when it happened. All of that fear, although it was so overwhelming, and I still do get a bit overwhelmed by it, I know what the tools are in my toolbox to start addressing it. And my program has taught me acceptance and perseverance and how to still surface joy amidst all of this adversity. And these lessons have been invaluable to me over the past year as I navigate this new reality. Uh, Believe it or not, the tools, the stuff that I listen to in my morning meetings, the things that people are saying, the phrases and stuff, I so easily now am able to hear it from the perspective of a disabled person. And how does this apply to someone with a disability? And it hasn't been that long, really, since I started accepting that I have a disability, and I'm able to most times accept the things that I can't change rather than trying to change it. You guys know it's been a year that I have been, well, it was the first 2 years after my stroke that I was trying to just push forward regardless of what I was feeling, the pain, whatever. And then I feel like kicking and scratching through this past year. Um, it may not sound like it as much as it feels like it. And I definitely have been feeling that way the past few days. But every day I find new ways to bend my life into my sobriety program. And I find new ways to bend my sobriety program into managing my disability. Um, it's like, I was thinking, I was at the pool today because I decided I'm too tired. I'm just too tired. I need to do something that I love. And so I went to the pool and I decided that I wanted to learn how to crochet. So I have been crocheting. There you go. I've got a little piece that's going over there. Wait, I want to give you a good shot of it. There you go. Huh? Cute yarn too. Yeah, so I was thinking as I was crocheting, I was like, this yarn and this act of just weaving all of this together and all these shades, it just feels like life. Everything is just knotting, knots, and it's all connected, and every day is a different color. I don't know. I was just like fascinated by how much the days feel like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just, it feels like every day, although it's the same exact stitch, it's a different color and it's a different tightness. I can either pull really tight, strain getting through the day, or I can loosen my grip on it and just kind of ride through the day and soar through the day. So that's what I was thinking about while I was crocheting at the pool today. Um, so being able to blend all of these tools that I have allows me to continue to really get some purpose, a good feeling of purpose in my life, even when I'm faced with things that they're not going to change, and I think that's what I'm feeling kind of tired about the past few days is that nothing's going to change. I can change my surroundings. I can change what I do. Um, I can change who I talk to. I can even change my outlook. I can, I can feel hopeful. I can feel sad. I can feel frustrated. I can feel glad. But regardless of what I feel, nothing's going to change. I mean, I'm never gonna be able to see the way that I used to. And sometimes that just makes me really sad. And I think I've just been getting a little tired about that, thinking about that. and not talking about it. I feel like when I get tired of dealing with things that won't change and I feel overwhelmed by things that I can't control, I have to shift my focus. And that's what I did today. I went to the pool and I zeroed in on something that makes me happy. And I know the pool season is coming to a close here soon. So I thought, well, let me go there and I'll just spend the afternoon there and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I did. The crocheting isn't terribly good for my eyes. It hurt my head, so I had to do it for about 10 minutes and then rest for 10 minutes, that kind of thing. Um, so I guess I didn't, it's not like I can go to the pool and escape my disability. It comes with me. Um, and that's just acceptance. That's what I've got to continue to accept, that wherever I go, there I am. So crocheting is a new thing that I've been trying to do. I started a couple nights ago, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do it is because, I'm always looking for something new to do. But I also have a niece that crochets and my sister-in-law crochets. So I thought it would be a nice way to be able to connect with them. I find myself always looking for things that other people like to do, to see if I like it too, to see if I can connect with them a bit over some of these things. So I have all the time in the world, so I thought that I would try it. And I actually enjoy it. I think it's fun. It looks pretty. So I don't know what I'm making. It's maybe, I don't know. That's about the size of maybe a placemat. I don't know what it's going to be, but just learning the stitches. So, okay. I'm babbling is what I'm doing. So I am really tired lately. Like I said, I think I might have had allergies, but now I think it's a bug. And whatever the case, my energy has been dragging. And I think that time at the pool did help a bit, my mental well-being, to catch up with the rest of me. I'm reminded today of that interconnection of everything, especially as I was talking about with the crocheting, my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's all interwoven, just like the crochet project. So what is my point? That's a good question, Rachel. What is my point? I think that I need to continue to adapt the principles of my program, and maybe I need to call my sponsor, whether it is sobriety, dealing with a disability, or managing whatever challenges you have today. When things are overwhelming, focus on something that brings you joy and take time to rest and rejuvenate. That's what I did today, and we're going to see. We're going to see. Tomorrow's a whole new day. I have got a bowl of melons here that I'm going to eat, and this is probably maybe the worst episode we've had, but that's okay because you guys keep coming back and I love you for that. So thanks for joining me on the Recovery Daily podcast. I will talk to you tomorrow.